Hello, everyone. This is Jim Okrasinski with your weekly screencast video. So, we are moving into the final module of the semester. So, I want to make sure that everybody is familiar with all that we need to accomplish. And I'm going to break apart covering the fourth module into this week's screencast and also the lecture video that'll be coming up about Wednesday. I believe it is critical for everyone to read and view uh, the material this week because this is a bit of an interesting module as we wind in to the end of the semester. So I did make some changes on the schedule for the week. Your first discussion board post will be due Thursday. Second post will be due Sunday, and then you can work in some responses on Sunday end of day also. So that board will be due, and I'll get to the board in a minute. So, like I say here, the lecture video will be posted about midweek, and I suggest that everyone take the time to review the revision policy e-portfolio section in the syllabus so we have some context for that video. So let's make our way over to discussion board number 3, and I'll talk about that activity. Once again, it is not due, the first post is not due until Thursday, so you have a few days. So for discussion board 3, we're going to start making our way into the topic of the cover letter assignment, which is your essay 4. So as I say here, make sure you view this screencast video and closely reading the essay 4 cover letter assignment. Okay, so for your initial post, I ask you to take a holistic look at revision, purpose and audience, what role did peer review play, what do you consider to be the most important components of your writing process, and all of those questions there. I suggest working this out in some sort of a paragraph form for your initial post. So your first post due Thursday, okay, will be the top portion here. For the second post of the week, that'll be due Sunday along with your responses. By then, you'll have viewed the lecture video. You'll have an idea where we're going for the cover letter assignment and also our semester ending e-portfolio. All of this will unfold over the course of the next week, week and a half, and in several videos. So take the time to choose 2 essays you want to revise, then answer the following prompts there for your second post. So between now and the second post on the weekend, you should be working on some of your revisions and thinking about the essays you want to revise for the e-portfolio assignment. And of course, you'll be writing about those in essay 4. So once again, after your 2 posts, respond to 2 of your classmates' discussion boards posts commenting on their thoughts about revisions and their essays. All right. So as I say here, this is the last discussion board of the semester. 2 well-written posts and 2 insightful responses can be worth up to 20 points. Now, normally this is a 10-point discussion board assignment, much like it was 10 points for reading notes. Remember, this goes into your reading notes calculation, which is 10% of your overall grade. So a score of 20 points would certainly do a bit to raise your average if you missed any previous reading notes assignments or discussion boards. So take that into mind as you work through the idea of this discussion board, right? So it's initial post, second post, 2 responses according to the schedule listed out here in the announcements. Let's get back to that, right? All right. So we have first post Thursday, second post Sunday, along with the 2 responses. Now I want to take a trip over to the module. I've rotated the modules around. Unit 4 module, the cover letter is to the top of the page. For the modules, I did rotate down the proposal. So if you have some items that you wish to upload, So you have to scroll down the page here for anything that needs to be uploaded for the proposal, the summary, or the module 1 for the literacy narrative. All right. So just to take a look at the cover letter assignment and just cover that briefly, I provide you with the instructions. So your essay 4, your fourth essay actually is a cover letter. Write a cover letter to introduce and explain your rationale for the revisions of 2 previous essays. As stated in the syllabus, you get the opportunity to revise 2 of your previous essays. Those revisions will compose the content for your cover letter, and also they will make up the components in your e-portfolio. So the cover letter will serve as the introduction to your e-portfolio. So I have an example of a cover letter here. You can just click on the link. It's uploaded to the file section. Also, for a PDF copy of the Module 4 learning materials, if you click there, I've got that uploaded to the file section also, so you can read the learning modules, and I'll go through those learning modules during the lecture videos. So your rationale here is your assignment is to write a cover letter, and I am your audience, right? Cover letter to me, reflecting on the art of revision. So as you can see, the front half of the cover letter is actually going to be about how do you define revision? What role did peer review play? What are the most important components? As you can see, part of the assignment is already in the discussion board post, so you can start thinking about these components as you prepare to write the cover letter draft. Okay, looking at the learning outcomes. The next step is for you to look back at the essays you've written during the semester, and looking back, review not only the grade, but also the comments recorded by me, and also the comments by your classmates during the peer review sessions, and even notes you have from our class discussions. All right, so after you look back at the 2 essays to revise, and ask yourself those following questions. And once again, your second post in discussion board number 3 addresses some of the basics here. I have some additional points below for the second portion here about your revisions, okay, your 2 essays. Front portion of the cover letter will address a revision as a whole. Second portion of the cover letter, you're going to explain to me in each instance, okay, for each essay, what essay you're going to choose to revise and how you're going to go about that, right? So, excuse me. Please remember that you're revising a previously written essay, so the original assignment rhetorical situation applies. So that means if you're going to revise your summary, then it's still the audience of trade school recruiters and you're summarizing blue collar brilliance. If you choose to revise the proposal, for example, the proposal argument, once again, is problem solution, higher education, and that is the proposal argument. Or if you want to go all the way back and write the literacy narrative, remember that is actually the narrative about your literacy in that particular assignment. It seems like ages ago, right? The way things have been going this semester in the spring. So the only new writing will be the cover letter, and I am your audience for the cover letter. I am the sole reader that matters, and it's the first thing I'll read before moving into the revised essay. So once again, now I am the audience for the cover letter. This is going to be like every essay. Your cover letter must follow email format and be a minimum of 1,000 words. So you will find the format and structure of that particular essay for the cover letter by clicking into the learning materials. And also you'll see a fine example of a cover letter that was written here at Moraine Valley. So this is module number 4, and just to lay this out, you're going to write a cover letter about revision and the 2 essays you chose to revise. Then you're going to take that cover letter and it's going to go through the essay process because you're going to write a peer report. There's going to be peer reviews just like we've done for the 3 previous essays. The difference is when we get into the e-portfolio, and I'll demonstrate the e-portfolio and talk about that in a week, you're going to use that cover letter to be the front page or front portion of your e-portfolio. So I don't want to get too far ahead and confuse everyone, but remember, we're right down to the last module of the semester. Be sure to note that I do have a Zoom meeting scheduled for tomorrow morning. All right. If you're confused, you need some help with something, I'll be talking about the cover letter. I'm not looking to rehash SA3 right now. If you have any questions about SA3, please send me an email. But be prepared and start looking at your previous essays to determine which two you're going to revise for the e-portfolio, and that you also need to write about in the cover letter. All right. So I think I'll end it there. I'm around 10 minutes. If you have any questions, send me an email. Good luck and stay safe.